Hi guys, welcome to my Dofus Let's Play. This is going to be episode 6 I believe, and today we're going to be taking on a field dungeon. I'm going to make this into one episode, and hopefully this is going to be something I can adhere to in the future. So currently, I am just located at 7-24, which is just north of Astrub, as you can see. We're in the middle of doing a few Astrub quests. Just on here, I believe we have nearly finished the Astrub quest line, which is brilliant. It means we can set sail over to Pandala, which we're not going to do just quite yet. We have actually come across some players in online, which is brilliant. I believe it was Z-Cross who added me last night, said that there's a English guild, added me to it, joined the Discord. So yeah, if you guys are online, give me a PM. Would be brilliant. So I'm just about to go to work, and I thought I just want to get this dungeon out of the way, just finish it. Now I'm not going to be focusing on the achievements because I don't want to die, but what's a very important topic, especially when doing dungeons, and this is something I would recommend for you guys to do, is as soon as you start dungeoneering, you want to come to the field dungeon. This is essentially the first dungeon that a low level can actually complete. You want to make sure you talk to a Meta Munchkin. There you go. So this guy here, he will have a green exclamation point above his head if you are past level 20. And what he does, he basically gives you a quest to defeat every single dungeon in Dofus, essentially, in a certain order. And I believe the order it goes in is it's to do with leveling. So realistically, why would you not get this quest? You get a bunch of XP, you get some karmas, and you also get a nice little achievement from it as well. So yeah, we're going to be focusing on that. So let's crack in. So what I'm going to do is hand over a bunch of keys, because it doesn't actually utilise our actual field dungeon key. So yeah, this dungeon, it can be quite tricky. The boss can heal, and the resistances are quite high. Now I'm going to be going pretty much full reduced suffering in every single fight, just to ensure that I do not die. So we're probably going to fail Exuberant because we've got 7 AP, and Absorption will cost 3 AP per cast. Let's just higher this volume up a bit. And just turn this music off. Now we're in full dungeon mode. Sweet. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I am. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's very hard for a new player to get into this server specifically, especially if you have nobody you can kind of, I don't know, go alongside with, because it's not exactly for the single players. Okay, so we just got Piece of Cake, which is an achievement. And it's basically complete 10 dungeon challenges against groups of a level higher or equal to on your own. So this group is level 68, as you can see at the top. And basically if I do a challenge within that, so if I do the challenge that is given to me in this fight, which will be either Untouchable or Mystique. So obviously we're not going to be doing Untouchable, we're going to be focusing on Mystique. Perfect, nice. So yeah, Mystique, just use spells. And obviously this group equates to level 68, which is brilliant for us because that means that we gain the next part of the achievement. Through press U. And here, Vigilant, complete 100 dungeon challenges. So it's the same thing we've just done, but obviously we're going to need to be completing a lot more. And from that we get a nice little ornament, we get some more XP and some karmas. So yeah, there's little tiny tricks and hints that you can adhere to while running through the game. As you see there, we've just got another achievement for basically completing a challenge whilst defeating these current monsters. All these monsters are located within the field dungeon. So yeah, if you pretty much complete an achievement in the first room and the second room, you will get this achievement. So as we did Pee-wees in the previous episode, we've still got to do the Ulnimals, the Larvae, and the Snappers. The Snappers aren't relatively hard, that's basically the second dungeon we need to be doing. Lava is also not hard, and the Ulnimals is also relatively easy. Same with the rats and the gobbles as well, I guess. Yeah. So all these little challenges, after completing, you'll get a big, massive achievement, which gives you 20 achievement points, some karmas and some XP. So, yeah, just be on the lookout, literally. The achievement base from this game is extremely rewarding. You can pretty much double your intake in XP and rewards from doing it, so I don't see why you wouldn't want to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice a sword to reduce my suffering by 2. It doesn't matter about losing a bit of HP, because as you can see, we're just going to get it all back anyways. So what I'm finding is a lot of single player accounts actually still use the agility-based Oza modus. Now an agility-based Oza modus can basically summon a tofu, and a tofu can be summoned multiple times each turn. So it's 1 per turn, and depending on how many summons you have, which is a secondary cast characteristic, it basically determines how far you will get in the game. Now, it's not a glitch, it's pretty much just a way to utilise a certain class, and the Oza modus has been this powerful for a while now. You know, it's one of them things where if I made an Oza now, I could probably surpass my Sakria in half the time that I've played, because that's how strong they are. It's not hard to get summons, you know. There's a lot of low level gear that actually gives you summons, so to utilise that is not particularly hard. When a new server comes out, such as the mono account servers, which are, you can basically only use 1 character per server. As you can see, we've got an Oza modus here. See if he wants to group, I'm not sure. Probably French. Because so he's French, but he doesn't want to group, that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our achievements, and as you can see we did the cardamons. I went back and I also did the first. I did that off camera because it's just redoing the dungeon basically, it's not too hard. And yeah, all we got from that was some XP and we finished the trophy, which is brilliant. Now here, we get 98,000 per achievement. And we need to do tight and first. Now, I don't know if we automatically do tight, but I think we don't, because we need another person. Basically, tight is to finish adjacent to an ally, and first is obviously to defeat a boss first. First is going to be quite hard, so we're not going to be focusing on that. Duo we will automatically do, because we are less than 2 characters. So we're going to be doing duo and just that one. So it gives us about 200,000 XP, and we also do the quest as well. So yeah, let's give this a go. If I die, it's been a really good run. I did not realise they've actually updated. Ooh, this is interesting actually. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I kind of want to... No, I've got to play safe. I need to stop being risky. So what I was going to do was going to increase my suffering to expedite more damage basically. So as you can see right now I'm going to be 4 suffering, minus 4 suffering. I'm going to try first. It's going to be very hard. There used to be another mob, yeah, so the boss can actually summon mobs, which is, yeah, quite scary, so we're not going to be focusing on that. I'm just going to kill the scarecrow straight away and go backwards. So yeah, we're still on 100 health, which is good. Our sword has massively increased in the health. Your summons do scale on your health, which is brilliant. Sweet, so we get some nice damage off on this boss. But I think the sword is actually going to kill the dandelion. So what's better about that is we could obviously have done the achievements, but unfortunately, because the sword is probably going to attack the dandelion, we might not be able to do it. Yeah. So that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I mean, we can come back and do the dungeon and obviously feel more prepared to do so. I didn't realise how easy this dungeon actually was. I haven't done this in a while. You know, started a new character, gone from scratch. I usually just go through these dungeons with a high level character and just absolutely ignore the fact that the mechanics have changed and the monsters have changed. So it's quite refreshing to see that, you know, things have changed. Okay, so we took out the boss. We've still got 100% health, so you know, it's pretty good. I also want to get another summon on this character. Now that might be a case of getting rid of our Gobbler ring, which is relatively bad anyways, and replacing it with a summons ring. Now, perfect. So we did the achievements. As you can see, we're going to be probably getting a level. Yes, level 48. And is there no resources that we can mine here? Nope. Okay. So now we've done that quest, what I'm going to do is quickly, a really nice easy way to travel around, press H, go to your Haven bag and just travel to Astrup. Costs 60 karmas, it's pretty much nothing, it's just a bit easier. You can also use recall potions, but recall potions on this server cost about 1000 karmas, and obviously you don't want to be wasting your money like that. There we go. So for doing that quest we actually gained 235,000 XP, and if we talk to him again, now we have to defeat the Gobble dungeon. Now the Gobble dungeon is far more difficult. I know for a fact I won't be able to solo that dungeon, just due to the basis of the Gobbles have been buffed since then, and I know that because, you know, I have actually been trying to fight them. Right, so what I'm going to do quickly is just change. I kind of want to put 100 into intelligence. Just for now, just to see how it goes. So now, as you can see, we are intelligence and strength based. Now what that basically means is we have an option to increase our suffering. And quickly just sort out these spells. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, motivating pain versus absorption. You can see absorption deals a lot more damage. Motivating pain, no. This is an interesting thing. So if we increase our suffering by, say, up to stage 5, and then use absorption, we actually deal a lot of damage. So yeah, that dungeon was relatively easy, I'm not going to lie. I'll quickly just look on the marketplace for an extra summon ring, and then I think we'll call it a day. Let's have a look. So the interface into buying equipment has changed a lot. I prefer it, to be honest. It's a lot easier to use and navigate. If you want something with a certain characteristic, you know, I just press summons and then I'm straight in there. Okay, so this ring is very nice. It gives us some agility, some initiative and a summon, but we're not really going for agility. Now if we scroll through levels, obviously we're level 48, so we can equip anything from here. Okay, so this ring, it is 99,000, which we cannot buy. We don't want that one. Okay, so there's a really cheap one. You know, for now it might be pretty useful. Gives some vitality, it gives some critical, and it gives us summon, which is good. So I think we're just gonna probably purchase that for now. Yeah, it's looking likely. So we're gonna go for the highest vitality one, which is the 20, I believe. Yeah, perfect. So that one is a perfect ring. Every stat in this ring is perfect, and by bringing up the, as you can see on the stats as I scroll through, there's some white numbers next to them. That's pretty much the variations in which you can get the ring. Now, you know, I can get this ring at 16, 1, and 1. That's the worst characteristic you could get on this ring. Now, because I've got a 20, a 2, and a 2, that's the best characteristic you can get on a ring. So, be in mind that everything may cost the same, but each one has different stats. Always weigh your options out. Get the best ring you can for the price. So our health has dropped, but it's not really too bad considering we do have quite a high amount of health. Sweet, it's level 32 Alchemist. I also managed to drop this ring, and I believe this ring is stupidly overmaged. I think it was a treasure chest kill. I'm going to call these treasure chest kills because, you know, it's basically a kill where we've killed a mob that a previous player has died on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try out this new suffering, see if I can deal any decent damage, especially with the new vitality. New intelligence, sorry. Yeah, so our sword changes. You guys won't have seen this this sword because I've never increased my suffering past 3. We also get a nice little image changed. And our sword can hit multiple enemies. This version of the sword is far better. It obviously sustains a normal amount of damage, but it gains different resistances. So because our suffering is free, if we use mutilation, which basically gives us 50% extra power, you can see in our damage preview we're dealing more damage than we were before. And that's with our minus suffering as well. But we lose a suffering from it. It's not complicated as such, it just sounds it when I explain it, I think. Okay, so yeah, we got the drops from someone who sadly passed away. But yeah guys, I'm going to end this episode here. Thanks for watching. I hope it was insightful. I hope you got a bit of information in regards to the field dungeon and what it's currently proposing at the date of 2019. It does change quite often. But yeah, I'll be on, as I say, 8:30 GMT. That is 20:30 GMT. If you guys aren't from England but you do speak English, you know, just come on, get online and we'll do some dungeoneering together. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you on the next one.